dolls are one of my favorite tiny craft to make, and today we're trying to take them a step further. I'll show you 2 easy ways you can make paper dolls, and then we'll use them to create a simple mini animation. Hi, I'm Anna and I love drawing and making tiny crafts. So for this craft, you'll only need paper, pencils or markers or whatever you use to draw, scissors and some glue. So I started by drawing the body. This stuff is pretty self-explanatory, and if you don't really feel like drawing the body yourself, or if you don't really know how to draw it, I will put on the screen the pattern I created. So if you like it, you can screenshot it and, I don't know, print it or trace it or use it however you want to help you create your own doll. So after I was done drawing the entire body, so it would be easier to figure out the proportions, I just traced the different parts of the body separately and I drew them again so I could actually make the doll. So after this, once the pattern for the doll was done, I just had to draw over it, and this was really the most fun part of the whole thing because that's where you get to be creative. And this part really made me nostalgic because it just reminded me of when I was a child. There were these kind of top models art books where you had girl silhouettes and stuff, and you could just pretend to be stylist and create their dresses and their clothes. But that was so much fun and it literally felt the same. The colored pencil is supposed to be erasable, but apparently it's not really that erasable because you can definitely still see it. And so I used alcohol markers and colored pencils, but you can use whatever you usually draw with. I also used a thicker fine liner to outline the edges of every little pieces so it would be easier to cut them. So to assemble the parts together, I cut very thin strips of paper that I rolled up, which created very small tubes of paper. I also used some glue to secure them, and basically these little tubes are gonna be the joints of the doll. So for each member of the body, I try to see where I would like the joint to be placed so it would look natural, and then I used some super glue to glue the joint. And so basically this joint will be glued behind the part that will be on top, and for the part that will be under it, I just have to make a little hole with a little scalpel or a needle, and then I will be able to put the tube in the little hole. So here, for instance, since the tights are gonna be placed under the busts, I'm making a hole on the top of the tights, and I glued the little paper tube behind the bottom of the bust. You can also use some small pieces of tape if you want to secure the paper tube. Once this is done, to secure the joint and prevent the legs or the arms to fall, I just cut small circles of paper that were a little larger than the paper tubes and glued them on top. Now you have a really cute paper doll that you can put on your shelves or on your wall to decorate your room. I'm really happy with the way she turned out. She's so cute. I also made some other paper dolls, but for these ones I used brass fasteners or paper clips because it was just quicker, and also if you have brass fasteners and you don't really feel like making a bunch of tiny paper tubes, you can definitely use those. They are really practical. So just like for the first doll, I started by doing a little paper mock-up of the doll to see if it would work well, and then I just traced the parts separately and I started drawing my little characters. So actually for this one, I turned some art dolls I made into paper dolls because I really wanted to try to make a little stop motion introduction in one of my YouTube videos. So that's the main reason why I was making these paper dolls at first. I'm pretty sure if you've seen some of my other videos, you may recognize those little characters. And so I used some watercolor. I just love using watercolor, and the blue I love this blue. It is so bright and deep at the same time. I just love it. Oh no! And once they were done, it was finally time to animate them. I took pictures, like a bunch of pictures, and I slowly moved their arms and their legs the way I wanted them to move, and I took a picture for each little variation in their posture. And then I also created little PNGs images with a transparent background automatically on my phone, and that was very convenient. I have found how to import all of these pictures at the same time. I just had to select all of these and then just drop them. That's so funny. It looks like, you know, when you're in the snow and you're trying to make a little snow angel. This is so cute. Look at him. Ah, that's really cute. I barely have anything to do, which is so cool. It was way easier to do than what I thought. So I'm actually doing a really short animation for a video that is already out at this point. It's a video where I make a doll of the character, of the little character here. And here I just want to clean a little the edges of the shape, because as I made the PNG files automatically with my phone, the edges are not super clean. I put a green screen behind it because I think it's gonna make things easier when I want to edit the video on my computer, to just like put a different background behind. You can still see, you can see on some frames the paper clips that are poking out of the paper, so I'm going to I'm going to erase them as much as I can. And that's how I created a small animation, nothing incredible, but that was really fun to make. If you watched this video and you still don't really feel like making your own paper doll, just know that these are available on my Etsy shop as printables, so you can, you know, print them at home and have a little crafting session. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. It was really so much fun to make, and yeah, bye bye.